Hello, everybody. Welcome to my bedchamber. Today, or tonight, I should say, because it's very much nighttime right now. I wanted to reflect on the fact that my recent video, which was about this article that uh, was basically a hit job on the Nofap movement by good old NPR, National Public Radio. Uh, I didn't really think that it would be relevant per se to anything that's going on right now. But then, almost immediately after I recorded that video and posted it, I saw that Gerbert had a new video. Gerbert Johnson, he's a young man, very funny, very smart, lots of interesting takes on things. I've recommended him a couple times before. But I saw that he had this new video out, and he sort of filled me in on this internet gossip, I guess. Or YouTube gossip, including gossip about a YouTuber named Vaush. Now, I had heard of Vaush before. He seems like an extremely irritating person, and that was always sort of my impression of him. But it seems that he had a folder of paraphernalia that he accidentally exposed or accidentally showed to the world. I don't know exactly how it happened, but on it he had all kinds of pornographic materials, including some very dicey ones, some some very iffy ones, some very well, not just cringy, but what would be the right word? Some very sus. That's the word. Some very sus uh, bits of pornographic paraphernalia. Now, Vaush was somebody who, when Gerbert had spoken up in favor of Nofap, or in favor of trying to get, you know, trying to get unhooked from what he calls the hub, internet pornography, essentially. That Vaush had this response to him, and he was very condescending and dismissive and all those kinds of things. And Gerbert really, at the time, really kind of turned the other cheek and was trying to be, trying to be the better man, trying to be the bigger man. But Vaush, just had this whole attitude towards him, because towards Gerbert, because he was promoting NoFap, essentially, and the avoidance of online pornography. And now it turns out that this guy who was talking, in favor of no of or who was talking down NoFap and saying internet pornography. If you're against internet pornography, you're just a misogynist, extremist member of a hate group, kind of like what NPR was trying to say, without definitively saying it. It was trying to imply that the kind of smear job that they were doing. It turns out that surprise, surprise, uh, this guy has got this Vaush character has got a libido that runs in some pretty uncomfortable places, some pretty uncomfortable uh, fetishes, and pretty questionable um, things that he's apparently into, that he accidentally showed the world, and you can find out. I guess I'll attach Gerbert's video to this. It's a pretty good primer on what's going on with Vaush. So Gerbert made the point that when you get addicted to the hub, as he calls it, when you get addicted, that at first it seems it's like it's pretty well, not innocent, but it's pretty straightforward and understandable kind of material that you gravitate towards. But after a while, that the more addicted you get, the more that the material, the more you crave less vanilla, less vanilla material. Vanilla just means having sex with your wife. Vanilla means wholesome. But once you start watching pornography, and at first it's just naked women and what have you, and just sort of ordinary kinds of things that would turn a man on. But then it gets weirder. But then you have to kind of go beyond, because in order to feed the addiction, just like how most addictions work, you develop a tolerance, and so you have to, in order to be stimulated, in order to get that rush, you have to push beyond the limits of where you'd been before. And so his point is that this Vaush character was seemingly an example of that. The kind, again, I'm not going to elaborate here on the kind of stuff that Vaush is apparently into, but I will say that after I watched Gerbert's video, I watched a few other videos on Vaush, and heard some of the things that he said, which are just like he said that he didn't think that CP ought to be illegal. He said it's wrong to make it because that means sexually exploiting, sexually abusing a child. But that once you have it, it shouldn't be illegal to buy and sell it. Which I don't know. I mean, it's one of those. That's something you hear somebody say something like that, and that's obviously a sort of I can't even moment. And the novel way that he tries to justify it is, he says, well, a lot of the, say the cell phone that you're using, that's made by exploited workers, sweatshop, children working in sweatshop conditions are making the material that you're using for technology, or are like slave labor is being used to grow bananas, or whatever, something like that. And so therefore it's like CP is equivalent to bananas, or a cell phone or a computer where the software has been installed by in unethical conditions. So he says it would be hypocritical of him to condemn the purchase of CP when people buy, when he and others buy these other things that are made in unethical ways. I mean, first, it's just like there's nothing. The thing is, there's nothing inherently wrong with buying software or buying bananas, or what have you. If exploitation was involved, then that's a bad thing. But but CP is a bad thing to make, and it's a bad thing to sell, because when you sell it, you're profiting off of the abuse of children. When you buy it, you are giving money to someone who profits off the abuse of children. And even if there were no money exchanged, even if it's just a gift, here's my gift to you. You know, what a you know what a weird idea for as a gift, or what a perverted, depraved idea that of something that could qualify as a gift. But anyway, the thing is, it's bad in itself, and it's bad. It's bad to watch it, because anytime you watch something like that, you're, first of all, you're feeding a desire that shouldn't be fed in yourself. Secondly, it's you're basically re-abusing, or participating in the. I think anytime anybody watches something like that, it's like watching an atrocity take place. It's you are, especially if you're doing it to, again, to if it's something you actually get off on, then then that's obviously wrong. That someone like him, like Vaush, would say otherwise. And there's so many other quotes. Like, he just seems like a cesspit of a human being. Just absolutely. I mean, somebody who is into all kinds of terrible things. And so he's not just a really super annoying, left wing, disingenuous, bad faith arguer, but he's also just bad, perverted, sicko. But it's just, the reason why I'm talking about this at all is just because it's interesting that after I talked about this article, where this mainstream media source was trying to cast aspersions on Nofap, was trying to cast aspersions on young men who decide to show self-control and not watch internet pornography, and so forth, and work on themselves in a way that's positive, and that contributes to their strength of character rather than weakness of character. How that's just like something to be concerned about. That's something that they're doing. Even though the experts are saying this has no possible benefit. Whatever, and there's no such thing as porn addiction. So anyhow, it was just interesting to see the pieces come together with this Vaush character. So I don't know. I hope Vaush gets what he deserves, and I'll just end it there. Thanks for watching.